Like the title of the video says, I made a game for my final project. What you're seeing now is a sort of faux programming, just to show what it looked like when I was getting the game up and running. I didn't actually record any of the real programming. Alright, now let's go over a little bit of the timeline in my programming this game. For my AP Computer Science A final project, we had to make a program, and naturally all 4 of the people in my class, including me, said, yeah, we're making games. Everyone else made text-based games while I decided to be an idiot and make graphics. I went into this project knowing nothing about graphics and less about Java than I thought, but honestly, wading through enough tutorials and Stack Overflow pages to make my eyes water taught me a lot. So, once I decided to make the last few months of my senior year much harder than they needed to be, I had to actually figure out how to make a game without an engine. In just Java. I found a great tutorial series, which I'll link in the description, which basically gave me an outline of a way to have a player and enemies, as well as a little game loop, which is the only thing I couldn't program myself. Even Minecraft uses a game loop similar to what I copy-pasted though, so I don't feel too bad about that being the one thing I copied, although I'll bet Notch made his own, and in the future I do intend to try and figure these sorts of things out on my own. Effectively, the most important thing that I programmed was the animation system. Once I could display images, I programmed in a simple tick counter to flip through the frame arrays like you would a flipbook, and then just had to make art for the game from there. Along with that, I programmed in some basic enemy AI and some spells for a little wizard to cast. I also programmed in mana and health, and a way to move through a 2D array of screens in the style of the original Legend of Zelda, which the game's inspired by. And then I turned in the project as what I call the arcade version of my game, Mana. That's right, what's being shown in this video is basically a preview of the full game I'm going to be making. I want some story, a full world to explore, NPCs to talk to, bosses to fight, and maybe 3 or so hours of gameplay. I'm going to be releasing devlogs for the full game as I make it, detailing more advanced systems as I implement them, like enemy AI, NPCs, bosses, maybe some quests and more complex spells. So now that you've seen this tiny little demo of Mana, subscribe so that you don't miss future devlogs as I develop this little project into a full game. Finally, if you want to play this arcade version of Mana, fair warning that I don't fully understand how to compile a Java game properly. But I found that if you have both the JRE and JDK installed on your computer, which you can download from Oracle themselves, you can launch the file I've left in the description for you to download. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the first devlog.